According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, 194,377 girls between the ages of 15 and 19 had babies in 2017. One of the most widely used studies, although took place in 1998, is from the American Journal of OBGYN, and they estimated that 5% of rapes lead to pregnancy. Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana all recently passed abortion laws. Although the small details are different, the idea is the same. After 6 to 8 weeks of being pregnant, it is then illegal to get an abortion. This law must change because young girls who cannot afford a baby will have no help, rape or incest victims will have no choice, and this could lead to women doing unsafe abortions at home. Equality is something I strive for, and that means putting morals and religious beliefs behind us for the sake of other people to be able to do what they want with their own lives and bodies. Abortion should be cared about by everyone, but especially young girls and women in general. It is an awful thought, but the reality of this world is something could happen to you at any time, and it is your right to be able to choose how you want to deal with it. Today we will first talk about teen pregnancy, second the emotional and physical toll of rape/incest pregnancy, and finally the possibility of at-home abortions. Teen pregnancy today is almost glorified with TV shows and social media accounts, and that's okay. However, many girls can't afford to have a baby, or even the pregnancy itself. The average cost in the United States in 2018, according to Business Insider, to birth a child is $10,808. Teenage girls without help from their family cannot afford this, especially if they're going to school as well. According to State Teen, in 2015, teen pregnancy was the leading cause of teens to drop out of school. If the teen chooses to keep the baby, this makes it significantly harder to find a job. They also stated that more than half of all mothers on welfare became pregnant as a teen. According to Baby Center, in 2017, it is said the earliest you will see symptoms is at 4 weeks. However, besides missing your period, the symptoms are small. In Alabama, after just 6 weeks, it is illegal to get an abortion, and doing so could put the doctor in jail for up to 99 years. Some girls won't even know they're pregnant by this time. That being said, if a girl who is paying for college and her family doesn't have the best financial situation gets pregnant, she will most likely have to drop out of school just to afford the pregnancy. Teen pregnancy isn't the only reason women need to have the option of abortion. According to USA Today, in 2019, only 1% of abortions is because of rape and 0.5% is because of incest. Although the percentages are small, that does not make them insignificant. According to Alabama, it is legal for the rapist to demand custody of the kids. This is happening now in 2019, where a woman is fighting for her children to be kept with her. Women spend their lives terrified of their rapist, and imagine having to drop your kids off at his house every weekend. Rape can also have mental side effects that could potentially put the well-being of a child in harm's way. Some of the most common mental side effects are post-traumatic stress disorder, substance abuse, and depression. All 3 of these could harm a baby, as doing drugs and drinking alcohol could have long-term effects on the baby's brain. PTSD and depression can lead to lack of eating, lack of sleep, and stress. All could harm the baby's well-being. Alabama does not have an exception for women who are victims of rape or incest, and even though they are the lowest percentage of abortions, it is one of the most significant reasons to have one. Especially when the rapist could end up taking their kids away, they might not want the child just to protect them. Many people have no idea the horror of being raped and the side effects. I don't personally know them either. I believe it is important that someone who does not truly understand should not make laws about it, as they just don't know how hard it can be. Women who feel like they cannot do this, especially if they're in the wrong state of mind, might want to take matters into their own hands. Countries with strict abortion laws show almost no difference in abortion rates when compared to countries who have it legalized. In fact, countries without legalization have a slightly higher rate of abortion. According to the World Health Organization, 4.7 to 13.2% of maternal deaths are because of at-home abortions. Before abortion was illegal, in 1930 alone, 2,700 women died from unsafe abortions in the U.S. using things such as Coke bottles, coat hangers, and pencils. In 1980, Latin American women created a safe way to do an at-home abortion with 2 different pills. It is 95% effective for women 10 weeks or earlier and is much safer than an at-home method. Today, women have been attempting more and more at-home abortions as it is continuously getting harder to find a clinic. Some women say they will do it just so they don't have to face criticism they get from others as well as their own doctors. While Alabama and other states continue to make abortion harder to achieve and continue to push their morals onto others, more and more women feel unsafe getting abortions, even at clinics. According to the new Heartbeat bill passed in Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, and other states, if a girl attempts to do an abortion on her own, she could go to jail for up to 10 years. At-home abortion is a terrifying thought. Putting young women's lives at risk for someone's religious beliefs and morals, in my opinion, shows what little morals they actually have. Young women and victims of rape and incest need to have the option of abortion, or it could cause harm to women who want to take matters into their own hands. Teen pregnancy is the leading cause of school dropouts, and the option of abortion could drastically change their lives. They could finish school and be able to become financially stable before choosing to have a kid. Rape and incest victims need the option for abortion because the mental effects of rape and incest could harm the child. Women will start to take matters into their own hands, as they do in other countries, and this could harm the woman and the child. 194,377 teenage girls, 194,377 potential school dropouts. Women deserve to have the same opportunities as men. Without abortion, it is risking young girls' futures, while it is the man's choice if he wants to stay or not.